With our arsenal in zombies getting bigger and bigger every season, I think this is the right time to give you guys my top 5 weapons for each category. This will be a new series on the channel, so if you want to see the resolution of this, definitely make sure to hit that subscribe button. And today I will start with the assault rifle class. And not gonna lie, I think it's safe to say that most of the assault rifles can be pretty mid when it comes to performance in zombies, but there are definitely some exceptions. Before we get into this, do keep in mind that all the weapons I'm about to show you can work very great at epic rarity as well, not just legendary, and also these weapons are extremely good at taking down the red worm also. And lastly, when it comes to ammo mods, you can use whatever you enjoy most, but for me my go-to options are always going to be napalm mode or brain rot. So without any further ado, do smash that like button and let's get this. On the number 5 we have the SVA545. Now this is a very close call between this and the Ram 7 as they are pretty similar, but the Ram 7 has a lot less ammo, so I went with the SVA instead. This is a great run and gun weapon that has very good fire rate and damage and can really take out any type of zombies or HVT in the game with no real issues. One of the reasons I really enjoy the SVA is because it's very similar to the AN94. If you guys don't remember the AN94, that weapon used to have a micro 2-shot burst, and basically the SVA has the same thing, dealing a lot of damage. And I've seen a lot of people just using the single fire mode because basically you shoot 2 bullets at once, and if you have a really good trigger finger you can definitely devastate everything on the battlefield. Now the loadout I like running, it's going to be on the screen right now. I went on the mobility side because this weapon has a no stock option, which is pretty good and really helps with the mobility the most, and to not ruin the recoil, of course I slapped the Jack BFB muzzle, which works really great on this. At the end of the day, the SVA545 is gonna be a great starting weapon, pretty good on damage, very low recoil, and the fire rate is actually really good. But of course there are weapons that are performing a lot better than this, so this is why the SVA545 only gets number 5. Now moving on to number 4, and we have the Holger 556 assault rifle, but this time with the conversion kit. The standard one is pretty nice as well, but the conversion kit it's more unique and well a lot better. The Holger 556 used to be one of my go-to weapons for when beating the red worm, but of course over time we did find better weapons than this, so the Holger 556 kind of fell under the water until this new conversion kit released and made this weapon better again. This AR has a very nice special effect when pack-a-punch. Basically when you pap a weapon it will double the ammo count, but actually for this weapon it will triple the ammo count. And with the 100 round magazine that comes with the new aftermarket part, well, you're gonna have 300 bullets in the magazine to rain down fire on your enemies. Also this is great because the new conversion kit adds a second barrel to the weapon, making the gun shoot 2 bullets at once, but do keep in mind that the spread between the bullets is very large, so try to ADS as much as you can for the maximum amount of accuracy and damage. The loadout for this weapon is gonna be on the screen right now. Again, I'm going for mobility. This weapon can really take care of any threat with ease and can also be a great choice for the red worm, as I said in the beginning. But this weapon has a disadvantage as well, as with every MW3 weapon in the game. Do pay attention to your ammo count because even if you have a 300 magazine, you will empty it pretty fast with a 2-shot ability and the overall reserve is not that great. But at the end of the day, this is definitely one of the better weapons when it comes to the assault rifles from MW3. Now for the last 3 weapons, we are going on the MW2 territory, and on number 3 we have the M16. This might seem like a very bad burst weapon, but don't get fooled by that, because when pack-a-punch this will turn into a fully automatic destroyer. One of the biggest disadvantages of this weapon though might be the high recoil, but it really compensates for that in damage and fire rate, and let's not forget about the ammo count, which by the way it's over 1000 with a reserve one. This weapon will melt anything you throw at it, and personally this is my go-to weapon for the red worm nowadays. Now for the loadout, because this has a very high recoil, I had to go with the Jack BFB to reduce that kick as much as I can, and it actually does improve the gun quite a bit. Also mag of holding works like a dream on this because of that 900 reserve ammunition, but fear not, because if you don't have the mag of holding schematic, don't worry about it. This weapon has a 60 round magazine, so when pack-a-punch it's 120, and the reload with speed cola is actually pretty good, so don't worry, you'll be back in a fight in absolutely no time. This weapon again has absolutely no issues in taking down HVTs or hordes of zombies. Basically this will melt everything you throw at it, but again be aware of that high recoil as it can turn off a lot of people. Also for the M16 we're gonna get a new conversion kit which actually turns it into a full automatic weapon, so I'm really interested to see if in zombies we're gonna get any special effects, but nonetheless this weapon is one of the best assault rifles in the game right now, and I will highly advise you guys give it a go. Also because a lot of people have been claiming that this thing got a bit of a buff with the latest update, so I think it's a great choice right now. But now on the number 2 we have the M13B, which again it's another MW2 assault rifle that holds over 1000 rounds in total. This is a very low recoil, fast firing weapon that it's perfect for pretty much every type of enemy in the game. This, much like the M16, works great with mag of holding, but compared to that it has a much lower recoil, therefore getting the second place. The loadout I like running is going to be on the screen right now. Again, I went for mobility with this one with the Jack BFB to ease the recoil even more, and I'm not going to lie, this loadout was actually given by one of you guys and it works absolutely fantastic. This weapon, it's a great choice for when going for the red worm also. And to be fair, the M13B, it's a force to be reckoned and also a perfect weapon for new players. So if you guys have this unlocked by any chance from MW2 or you found it in game and exfil with it, definitely give it a go, as you might be surprised of how powerful and amazing this gun can be. But now for the number 1 weapon in the assault rifle category, and pretty much one of my favorite weapons in the game, we have the Aether Avancer. Basically this is a fully automatic FAMAS. The Aether Avancer has a fairly easy to control recoil, not as easy as the M13B, and it also has great ammo capacity, much like the M16 and the M13B, with a 120 in the magazine and 900 in reserve when pack-a-punch. But the best part about this weapon is the fire rate, which is absolutely insane. This will melt any enemy in the game, including the red worm, without any issues. I used this in the game countless times and it never disappointed me, especially with the mag of holding and brain rot or napalm mode. Now the loadout I like running, it's gonna be on the screen right now. This is very similar to the others, but for me this does have that extra something in zombies that makes it the best AR in the game right now. I'm gonna be honest, a lot of you were requesting this weapon and I was pretty skeptical about it, but after I gave it a go, I was absolutely blown away by how amazing this weapon can be. Definitely can compete with some of the SMGs and shotguns in the game. And if you are looking for a weapon that has a lot of bullets, shoots pretty fast and quite easy to control the recoil, definitely the Aether Avancer is one of the best choices in the game right now. Now these are my top 5 assault rifles in MW3 Zombies. For sure some of you will have different go-to weapons, and for that I would love to hear it more in the comment section below. I do read all the comments, so definitely drop down your thoughts. Of course there's a lot more good contenders like the Ram 7 or the BP50 with a new aftermarket part, or even the MCW, the normal one and the one with the aftermarket part, and weapons like the Kastov 762 from MW3, which can be pretty great, but for me these 5 are working the absolute best right now. But now that's it for today. As always, make sure to smash that like button, subscribe for more content, as I will be covering the SMG category in the next video. Drop down below your thoughts as said earlier. Thank you all for watching and I'll see you guys in the next one.